Day 4 of the 2026 BMW GS Tour of Victoria. Today we're heading from Marysville down to Bairnsdale via Licola. It's always a way I've wanted to go, but I've never been able to get myself down that way. Unfortunately I missed a lot of the really nice part out of Marysville up to Jameson, but here is coming into Jameson. It was a gorgeous day. I'll tell you, the cafe there that we went to was fantastic. They coped with 30 bikes turning up. Coffees were quick, cakes were great. I think Jacob probably had a toasty, and it's hard to impress him, and he was impressed. Then heading out of Jameson towards the road down to Licola. I've been on this bit of the road before, and it is just gorgeous riding. Nice bitumen. The view just speaks for itself. It's just really sensational part of the world. Then soon enough we get into the dirt road and heading up into the hills. Here we go. The last time I went up here a little bit, it was incredibly complicated. But today it seemed to have been fairly freshly loaded, and it was really nice run. Steadily heading upwards here, getting higher and higher. I think we peak out and we'll come to a view in a little while. It was around about 1400 metres, so we're getting up there. I think, if I remember rightly, this was the road that Bretto described as 90 kilometres, the day of 1,000 corners. I think we talked about it. And there was a 90 kilometre stretch where there was no corner man required. So you were just on this road, left, right, up, down. It was really, really fun. And you just kept going, getting into quite a rhythm. There was some really nice scenery, and the road set was good, but changed a lot. Sometimes in the shadows you get the little slick patches. Other times it was a gravel down a bit here and there. It wasn't anything challenging. It was just magnificent riding. Really, really enjoyable day to be on the bike. and then some more corners. Steadily going up, ever so I can get a little glimpse of the view, and the views are really, really beautiful. Again, every so often you get some little rocky section, so you'd have to keep your eyes on the road, not goof off, not daydream away, because you'd come around the corner and there'd be a slick bit. Worse still, you're just about to tip into a corner and find a slick bit. They will always be pieces you've just got to keep your eyes open for. That's just part of riding a motorcycle. You've got to always be aware of your surroundings. Make sure you're really looking ahead and assessing the situation, making sure you're ready for it. Again, none of this difficult, but just perfect, easy adventure bike riding. Great way to spend a day. A bit more of these rocky sections. As you can see, just out to the right, field, some magnificent views. I'll probably keep going on about magnificent views, but it really was quite just spectacular. You get these random patches where it was a bit rocky and it was a bit slick, and then you go into some nice bits of road again. Keeps you on your toes, keeps you awake. Fun section through here, a little bit of rocks, to find the line across some ruts as well, and just try and avoid the bigger rocks. Didn't want to get a puncture out here. There weren't any other cars around. There was a good clear forward sight line, so there wasn't much of a risk using all the road to find the right bit of road to use and minimise any risk. But a bit of fun. I didn't know what I was in for just around this corner here. But easy to say, gobsmacked. This is absolutely amazing.
It just doesn't end. That's a nice thing about it. It's good.
Now we've got to run down the hill. Beautiful run into Licola. Combination of some narrow bitumen, but good bitumen. Some dirt, bit of this, bit of that, and coming up there are some really, again, I know I keep saying it, but spectacular views. We were absolutely blessed with perfect weather, perfect temperatures, just couldn't have been better riding conditions. And that was over the whole 5 days. We had a few patches of drizzle and some colder mornings, and then even on the way back, coming back from Merimbula back to Melbourne, it was great. Couldn't be better. Look at that valley view. I keep saying it, and it's probably getting a bit boring, but the views, I've never been down this part of the world. I always wanted to come for a ride down here. Wasn't confident of making the commitment of doing these roads that I didn't know at all. So doing this tour has been absolutely brilliant, because it's opened up a whole new world of riding roads and areas to go. Obviously the record of the GPX of all of the rides, and I can study what those roads look like from a map point of view and start doing some planning on other kinds of roads, which I have been doing already, doing a bit more exploring in more local areas to me, particularly around the Brisbane Ranges. Done a couple of videos on that too now, so getting a bit more confidence to just go, okay, let's do some proper adventure. Here's what I want to go and have a look at, get a little bit of a plan, and go and just check it out and see how things go. I guess that's all part of adventure bike riding, and while we do this, and while we have these beautiful bikes configured the way we do with the knobby tyres and whatnot, so that we can go to all these absolutely gorgeous places and experience this beautiful country that we live in. group in Licola. Really, it's just a very quick stop, just to regroup. I would like to come back here and have a bit more of a look around because we're spoiled by the weather today. But beautiful little place, obviously very remote, not much going on, but it would be good to have a look around here, so definitely a place to come back to. Come off the hill, now onto the flatlands, heading towards the destination for the night of Bairnsdale. Again, I know I keep saying it, but I've never been to this part of the world, this part of Victoria. We've never even thought to go and have a look here. But these roads were just riprap. They weren't difficult or anything, but it was just fantastic riding. Really, really enjoyable. We could cover some distance. It was interesting. It wasn't just boring old roads. You really need to keep your wits about you because you're always worried about what animal might be lurking behind a tree or something, what might be coming along. But it was a beautiful afternoon's riding and great scenery. You come to a clearing, beautiful fields. We're in May, so this is nice green everywhere. It was just really good fun. Really good fun. Too soon. We're getting towards the end of the day. I'm going to come off this road shortly and head into Bairnsdale. I didn't get any video of that last part of the journey coming into Bairnsdale. It was a bit more of a transport kind of leg, but this kind of road came maybe up to about 20k-ish prior to Bairnsdale, so we were on this for quite a while. And it was only the last little leg that was in that bit of the boring phase. Fuel up, get a packet of chips and a drink, take it back to the hotel, and talk the usual BS that motorcycle riders do when they're standing around tired after an end of a great day's riding. And that was day 4 of the 2026 BMW GS Tour. We went from Marysville to Bairnsdale.